Hello everybody, I am the Sonic Arrow, and welcome to the behind-the-scenes pre-start of my playthrough of The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Special Edition. Now, I'm doing this because I want to know what you guys want to see. And I mean, what do you want me to do? I will do almost anything you ask. I do have a few guidelines. Regarding the two quest lines that require you to make a choice of faction, meaning the Civil War and the Dawn Guard, and destroying or joining the Dark Brotherhood. Now, I don't like the Imperials. I will not join the Imperials in the Civil War quest line. Here is my reasoning. They are just puppets of the Thalmor, elves who believe that Talos should not be worshipped. And I like Talos. I get the blessing of Talos every time I find a shrine. I always wear an amulet of Talos to reduce my shout cooldown. And I don't like the Imperials because they enforce the rule of the Thalmor. I know it's to stop the Great War from starting, but still, you think somebody could have stepped in and said no to certain points. I'm not saying that ending the Great War was bad, I'm just saying they went about it all wrong. I mean, forcing people to give up religion, that's bad. I mean, I believe in freedom of religion because I live in America, and that's just one of the key points in the Constitution. Now, that being said, I will not join the Imperials because they enforce the will of the Thalmor, and I won't have it. Every time I find a Thalmor agent capturing a Stormcloak soldier who fights for what he believes in, I wipe him out, and I set free and share items with the Stormcloak soldier who is being captured. Now on to the Dawn Guard. I will join the Vampires. I will not join the Dawn Guard. I don't really have any good reasoning for that, but my reasoning stands as such. I don't like how the Hall of the Vigilance was wiped out, and the leader of the Dawn Guard, Isran, does not send help. He sends you, yes, but you're a new recruit. He doesn't expect you to come back. That's why I joined the Vampires in the first place, among obvious reasons. I mean, they have better illusion magic, better sneak. They have a drain life spell that could be better, but I won't get into that. But just the fact that Isran thinks that vampires are monsters who focus solely on killing. I know that's not really a good point, but that's my point. That's my stand. So I will not join the Dawn Guard either. I will join Vampires and Stormcloaks, because I want to see Skyrim free from Imperial rule if they're going to enforce the will of the High Elves, who believe High Elven supremacy is the key to life and will save you if you acknowledge it. Blah, blah, blah. Basically, the Thalmor have been enslaving Argonians and Khajiit. Two pretty good races in Skyrim. I mean, they're not bad by any means. I mean, their abilities, oof, amazing. Night Eye for the Khajiit. See in the dark. What better for an archer assassin or a rogue-like build? And Argonians, woo boy, they regenerate health really well with their His Skin ability. It may be only for a short time, sure, but that short time, regenerating health, could be the difference between life and death, and starting back from a save. So, you know, you can't really say anything bad about them. They are good, despite being monsters. Beastkin, basically. They're monsters because they're beasts, I guess. You can't see the air quotes I'm doing, but a few bad apples spoil a whole bunch, and everyone just assumes all Khajiit are bad. Not the case. Some of you who have already played this, and those of you who haven't, I'm surprised that there are still some of you out there. I doubt there are, but if there are, I'm surprised. Anyone who doesn't know the Khajiit traders, Woof! You've been missing out on some good equipment. And I might show you a secret chest that you can get. And it's the entire inventory of a Khajiit caravan. You can just grab, not stealing anything. I will show you that if you don't know about that already. If I'm ever down that way. But my main point is, I'm showing you this because I want to give you my character's backstory. Skyrim's a role-playing game, I know, and that's why I came up with the backstory. This is my character. She is a Breton, and I know I said she, and it is a she, and I know I'm playing as a female, but I just don't like the way the males look for some reason. They just look too... How can I put this? They look too... I don't really know how to say it. I just don't like the way they look. For some reason. Don't know why. But this Breton here, her hairstyle, it's alright. You don't see this hairstyle on males. I guess what I'm saying is they designed the females better than they did design the males. Maybe they could fix that for Elder Scrolls 6. Hint, hint. I digress. But I chose a female because it gives a backstory more interesting points. Don't ask me why, but just hear me out. She is one of the rare females born into her family. The Hrasu. No, not the Hrasu. What was it? The Shizara clan. You may not know them because they're never mentioned in lore. That's because I just made them up. But the Hrasu have a female who's born every third generation who has snow white skin, lack of pigment. I'm not saying... Never mind. I'm just saying that it's a very rare occurrence. And to make it even more rare, she has green eyes. Usually they are a family of blue, brown, and sometimes... Okay, blue, brown, and sometimes purple eyes. Purple is more rare, but green is the rarest, you could say. The blue is pretty common. The brown is uncommon because of the genotype, the genetics. The purple is quite rare, and the green eyes are something that does not happen very often. It happens every third go-around of 3 generations, every 9 generations. That means that child is going to be an excellent mage. And she is. I mean, she will be. She's not right now because I gotta level her up for obvious reasons. But I will start out in the College of Winterhold, just to do that storyline and to get the Dragon Priest mask, I will be collecting all of those at some point. But first, I'm going to get Mordecai, because it has great buffs for a mage. Now, she is actually one of the best mages of her family, because of obvious reasons. She's the 9th generation of her family, that since the last rare occurrence. Now, she is taught by her mother, who was one of the finest mages in her generation. Now, she was born in Cyrodiil, like her mother and her father. Her father was a trained mercenary. He took contracts if they weren't too dangerous, because he wanted to be there to raise his child and support his wife. That being said, my character's mother, she was a great mage. She was one of the senior members, one of the best of the senior members at the Mages College in the Imperial City. When my character's mother was, I don't know, maybe was her third year as a senior, let's put it that way. Her mother was about 40 years old. She joined the college when she was 35. No, wait, that math doesn't matter. She 32. And spent 8 years there. It was her third year of being a senior at the college when she was accused of necromancy. There was no evidence to back it up, but it was better to be safe than sorry, is what the mages thought. So she was exiled. My character's father, okay, I gotta come up with a name. Her name is Allie. A-L-L-I. Just to get that out. And Allie's mother was exiled from the college and told never to come back. She could stay in the Imperial City until something happened with Allie's father. He was accused of something terrible. I don't know what that something terrible would be. I'm trying to think. Not murder, because someone would have seen it. He was framed for something. He was framed for illegal gambling. And in the Imperial City, if you're caught gambling illegally, it takes its toll. Because you are looked at sideways. And it was basically like the arena in the Imperial City, but it was, well, I guess it was like the arena, just held elsewhere. It wasn't for honor or for fans, it was for money. You bet money like the arena, but someone was always trying to get ahead. It's like a illegal gambling ring. Like these big brutes in heavy armor carrying weapons to deal with anyone who tries to cheat them. It's like, I guess it's like, I can't think of a good example, but he was accused of being there, and it was not him. But everyone looked at him sideways, and there were even threats on his life. And he didn't wanna die, because he had a child to care for and a wife to care for. So they left. They went to the quieter town of Bruma, near the border. Word had got there, but people they're kinder in Bruma, I guess, is how you could say it. Now, Allie is a Breton, yes, so she has human and elf blood. Her mother was an Altmer, and when the White Gold Concordant was signed, she was against it. Now Allie, her father was a Nord, so he was a friendly face in Bruma, because it's described in the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion as being more of a Skyrim settlement, because it's in the snow. And basically, he was a friendly face because he was a fellow Nord who had a family, and the people of Skyrim and in Bruma, the Nords of Bruma, take family very seriously. So they believed him when he said he was not involved in that gambling ring. So they had a happy life. And the people of Bruma didn't mind Allie learning magic, so long as she didn't use it disruptively. If they went out into the wilderness and practiced on stones or anything like that, that was fine with them, as long as they didn't cause any harm to the other people. And that's what happened. They went out to the forest, they found a good stack of rocks, stacked it up to look like a person, and Allie's mother taught her magic. She could cast some basic spells, like flames, and she's very good at it. She even learned the conjure familiar spell from her mother. So, and I say that because Bretons in Skyrim start out with the conjure familiar spell. And Ellie could cast the healing spell if she got hurt. if she ran into something and got a little scrape, she could heal herself. And that's it. Her father took her out a couple times a week. Well, yeah, he went and taught her how to use a sword just in case she ran out of magic during a fight. They believed in preparing their children for anything. Basically, he gave her a rusty old sword that could barely make a scratch on anybody. Barely a scratch. She may hit you with it, and it may hurt for a little bit, and you may have a red mark, sure, but it never actually cut past the surface of the skin, if it cut at all. And he got pretty good with the sword, and a number of other weapons, like the mace, and he was good in one-handed, let's put it that way. He offered to train her in two-handed. She tried it once. It was too bulky, and she didn't like how slow they were. She preferred the one-handed, quick, go in, stay back, cast magic, and then go in for the final hit. So she was a pretty good spell sword. Then they taught her that armor was important, so she tried on a pair of gauntlets that her father had. They were light armor, and she liked how light and quick she could be on her feet if she wore the entire suit, which she did. He offered heavy armor, which he had a pair of too, so he was prepared for any job. Anything that'd be a little more dangerous, he'd put on the heavy armor, just so he could come back. She tried it on. It was the same story with the two-handed weapons, bulky and slowed her down. So she's a spell sword, or battle mage, I guess. The way battle mage is described in the get more armor for battle mage and spell sword, it's a little off, because battle mages need to be in there fighting with spells, sometimes up close, because well, let me put it this way. It's called STAR. STAR, all caps. It describes spell swords as wearing heavy armor and using one-handed weapons and magic. And that doesn't sound right, because a spell sword to me is light on their feet, casted magic from afar, and if they get too close, they start swinging. Sure, but they have stabs to back themselves up with magic, and that's what it gives you at the end of dungeons more frequently. But she's a very good spell sword. She's not using heavy armor stuff. No, she's a spell sword. She is using light armor or robes, if any armor at all. One-handed weapons, stabs, and her magic. She's not using heavy armor, one-handed weapons, and her magic. She's a spell sword, not a battle mage. And I describe battle mage, I may describe it wrong. But basically, she's a magic through and through. But when she becomes of age, when she becomes 32, the age her mother was when she joined the Mages College, she wanted to join the Mages College, but her mother's reputation could follow her and ruin her, and prevent her from joining. So, her sister, who was another Altmer living in Winterhold, and it's the little rinky-dink town, she knew about the College of Winterhold. Her sister was drafted into the Thalmor recruiting and perished on the battlefield. And that saddened her, and that's the exact reason why she doesn't like the Thalmor. Because of her sister. But it doesn't mean she won't let her daughter, Allie, join the College of Winterhold. So that's where Allie goes. She's not caught on the border, like in the vanilla start, and as you can see, I am not in the vanilla beginning of the game. Because I have the alternate start mod, Live Another Life. And basically, it lets me choose from a variety of different beginnings. I can arrive on a shipwrecked boat. I can be an outlaw in the wilds. I can be camping in the woods. I can be attacked and left for dead. And there are a few different choices for specific races. Say you are an orc, you can be an orc in a stronghold. You can be a dark elf who's a refugee who arrived to Windhelm or to Ravenrock. That's a choice. But I digress. She goes to the College of Winterhold, and that's where we'll start. We will join a new we will be the new member of a faction, and it will be the College of Winterhold. We'll just get that out of the way. Now, that being said, she is the 9th generation since the last rare Breton, and her mother knows this. Her mother informs her father, and that quells any worries he has. Despite Allie telling him she'll be okay because of what he taught her and what her mother taught her, she will be okay. And her mother reinforces that with the fact that she is a rare child. And that's exactly the reason she's marked the way she is, the war paint. Now, for those of you who may know, I like red. So anything red, I will be keeping. Anything that has the slightest bit of red and is complemented by anything, no matter what color it is, if it has enough red that it counts as 30% red, let's say, I will wear that. But anything containing ruby or garnet, I will absolutely wear, like the rings. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna wear a hood or a circlet on my head, but it will be anything unarmored, because I have another mod that gives me extra. Okay, so in the light armor skill tree, if I don't wear a helmet, I get an extra 5% of the first rank, or I get extra damage resistance, I guess, armor rating. I get an extra percentage of armor rating if I don't wear a helmet. The same goes for archery damage, and one-handed damage, and two-handed damage, and heavy armor rating. So that's what I'll be going with. It cannot be an armored hood like the Nightingale hood or the Thieves Guild hood. It can be something like a mage's hood, anything that's a hood, or hooded robes, or a circlet, anything without an armor rating can be on my head. If you have a suggestion, I would love to hear it. If you have a suggestion for what faction I should join, I'd love to hear it. Now, I'd also love to hear if you'd want a... Okay, I am in college. I'm a college student. And I don't have a lot of time to make videos and upload them. So if you'd like to see a 10-minute video every day, or a 30-minute video once or twice a week, I'd love to hear your input on that. So if you'd like to see a 30-minute video once or twice a week, let me know. If you'd like a 10-minute video every day, I can do that. But I need your input. That way I know. Now, that being said, I am starting this playthrough here, and I have mods. They add weapons and armor, and I think I'll link them in the description below, but I might not, so be on the lookout for that. If you'd like to, well, no, I won't link it in the description, because basically, it does, Bethesda.com, the people who made Skyrim, awesome people, sort of, you know what I'm talking about. They have mods on their website, and I have an account with them, and it is totally free, and it lets me access those mods. Now, mods I have don't give the full description. I have a couple mods that add everything, every item is craftable. Every item in the game is craftable and equipable. I also have, I can put as many rings on as possible as long as they're from the vanilla game. So if you have rings that you want me to wear, I will look into them. And I have, the same goes for amulets, because it's ridiculous. You can only have one ring, one amulet, that's it. But I also have the cheat room. It allows me to access any item in the game. And if you have a suggestion for an armor set that you'd like my character to wear, I'm all for it. But I don't want to use the cheat room too much. That being said, I will use it only to up my enchanting to 100, my smithing to 100, because those take way too long to level if you don't know a quick way of doing it. I know a quick way of doing it, but I'm not going to do it. Well, actually, yeah, I might do it. I might do the quick way. I might get that out of the way before I start my actual playthrough. Or I might throw it in as an added bonus of work that goes into the playthrough. But I just want to get your opinion on what. So after I complete a quest line, or if I just do a little side quest that you guys recommend, and I will do a few side quests if you guys so demand it. But basically, what I need to know from you guys is, what do you want to see out of this playthrough? That's the main point of all my babbling. What do you guys want out of this playthrough? I mean, I don't think you want to see me sit here, talk to you about my character, and watch our head go back and forth. I doubt you want to see that. Now, I want to know your guys' opinion, because really what it boils down to is what you guys want. And I will do almost anything you guys want in this playthrough, excluding joining the Imperials and joining the Dawn Guard. I don't want to do that, because I want to be a vampire and I want to be a Stormcloak. That's it, because I want to be able to worship Talos and be a blood-sucking monster, to put it into their own words. Because I want to be able to say, I can do this. But if you guys want me to play a certain play style as on the side, if you don't want me to be a spell sword at all, I will start another playthrough later, and I will start a new character, let's say. So for each character, if you guys get bored with one character and want me to start another one, I'd love to hear that you're bored with one and want me to start another. But until that point, I want to know what you guys want me to do. I will be a spell sword, unless I need to be an assassin or a thief, and then I will work magic into both of those, because magic will be my focus, because I love the magic system. I also have the Apocalypse magic mod that adds 155 spells to the game, and they are pretty good. Like a spell called Ghost Walk. You can cast it and you have 10 seconds to go up to somebody, slice them, or assassinate them, and then it breaks the invisibility. You're invisible for 10 seconds. Once invisibility is broken, you're teleported back to where you cast the spell. It's a great spell, and I like it a lot. So if I have to get that spell, I will get that spell. That being said, I will instantly cut down magic costs through enchantment. Oh man, I forgot that mod too. It allows me to put 6 enchants on one item. Oh, why am I telling you guys behind the scenes? Because I want to hear what you guys think. If you want me to do a clean vanilla playthrough, or you want to see me with all these mods, then so be it. I will do a clean vanilla playthrough, and I will suck, but I will suck because you guys want me to suck. So, I'd love to hear what you guys think. What do you want me to do first? Do you want me to do the quick smithing level up quick go. I lost my train of thought. Brain fart. Oh yeah. Do you want to see the shortcut to leveling up smithing really quick? Because it also levels up alteration. But if you guys just want me to start the game with 100 enchanting and 100 smithing, and I will do that. So I want to hear what you guys think. So should I go modded run through with all of these mods, or clean vanilla? Let's get that out of the way first. Do you want me to be a spell sword or a different playstyle? Do you want to see me do a couple side quests, or do you want to see me do quest lines? And most importantly, do you want to see me do a full playthrough of this, or one specific quest line with a different character each time, or the same one with a different character each time? Because you like to see the repetition, and like to watch me suffer because I've already done it. That being said, if you want me to do different characters once you get bored with a character, I can do that. If you want to see me customize a character before doing a playthrough, then that's fine. And to top it all off, do you want to see 10-minute videos every day, or almost every day? Because I don't think I'll be able to do a 10-minute video every day. Or do you want to see a half-hour video that's once or twice a week? I will leave all those up to you. Comment down below in the comment section of what you want to do. Subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, and see me do all of this and have no idea what I'm doing. And then ring that bell so you're notified whenever I do upload a video again. And make sure you like this video if you like what I'm doing, and dislike it if you don't like all the rambling and just want me to get short, sweet, to the point, straight through. And, as always, I will see you next time at the archery range. Bye-bye!